A lot of them are suffering from major medical conditions. A lot of them are diabetic, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, uh,
Mm-hmm.
hypertension, all of those things. They're dealing with a lot of just unhealthy habits in their life, and they
Mm-hmm.
come into the process already doubting themselves that they can do this.
Mm-hmm.
So they defeated themselves even before they left the starting line.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, you know, you're standing here with a window of opportunity, and you've already told yourself and convinced yourself that you're going to fail at it, right? And 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 it's like that quote that says, whether you think you can, whether you
You
think
did it, you can.
you're right.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
And and I can read it from a mile away on people when they jump in, and I try to tell people, like, I'd rather you not work with me. I'd rather you not waste your money and not work with me if you're not ready, you know. And so, because some people have already defeated themselves even before they started to go, so that's a big mindset that I see. Just a lot of people just defeating themselves even before they get started. As you're talking and sharing that, I got a text message from my mom literally just now.
Mm-hmm.
It says, here's the latest: 42-year-old Tongan father did not wake up from his sleep this morning, left 8 children behind. If that ain't if that ain't a wake up call for people,
Yeah.
you telling me that there's a 42-year-old man who passed away in his sleep because of his health and left 8 children behind. His 8 kids. Now, what are they going to do? Who do they got to lead them? Who they got to teach them? And it's like, y'all, we got to wake up. And you talk about, like, what do we got to stop doing? We got to stop making fun of people when they decide that they want to make a change in their life. And what you need to start doing is taking a look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is just a real talk right now. And I know that I'm passionate about these things, but I say this out of the purest place of love. I say this because, again, I I just got this text message right now. I can't sit here and just be like, oh yeah, eat right and exercise. Nah, I'm saying you need to stop stuffing your face every single weekend and laughing at people and thinking that it's okay. It's not. And I'm not gonna body shame anybody, right? Because I was there. I was 358 pounds. I'm not gonna body shame anybody, but this whole thing about you telling yourself, oh yeah, big is beautiful. Yeah, big is beautiful on the outside, but the inside, your insides are withering away. You're dying. And so back again. Here we are. We're a culture that's spiritually malnourished. We're a culture that's financially in poverty. We're a culture that is mindset that is not even close to being abundant, but we sure are well fed. But we sure are, like, literally physically, like, overweight. And it's like, when does that end? Right? When does that end? When does it stop? And I'll tell you what I think the solution to this is: when we break free, because it's easy to turn to food when nothing else is working.
Yeah.
When nothing else in your life is working, it's easy to turn to food. And we've turned to food. And we've turned to making jokes and making fun of everybody when they want to make a change. But until the culture shifts where they're at spiritually, financially, mentally, and make a change for themselves physically, nothing will change. And so, like, that's the big thing. I got a call here in a few minutes though,
Yeah.
but I want to encourage y'all, man. Yo, something's got to change. Like, if you're sitting there staring at yourself in the mirror, because I've been there. If you got into a flight and you couldn't put a seatbelt buckle on, or you had to ask for a seatbelt extender, it's time to change. If you got kicked off of a roller coaster because the seatbelt wouldn't buckle anymore, it's time to change. If you're out of breath walking up a flight of stairs, it's time to change. If you're finding yourself in the same circle of broke people with broke mindset, it's time to change. And so it's time for you to change, and no one's going to change it for you. You got to take personal responsibility, find the people to surround yourself with, get mentorship, educate yourself, and make that change. And I guarantee you won't regret it. It will be the greatest decision that you ever make in your entire life.